Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's very special video, we're going to be reacting to not just any old video, but in fact my very first real video on the channel. I say real video because technically I uploaded some videos a few days before this, but they were all just game clip videos, you know, stuff I recorded off my Switch. But this was my real true video that really started this whole channel thing, and it is god awful. Now, I am using the same method I used for my DDR reaction video with the screen recorder, though I figured out, I did not know this, and I'm really stupid, but I figured out that you don't have to use an app to screen record on your iPhone. The iPhone has a specific feature that you can just screen record directly off it in the settings, but for some reason the audio was delayed, and then I couldn't fix it until I soft reset my phone. But that's besides the point. It's fixed now, but the only issue I have left is that for you guys it's gonna sound totally normal, the video that we're about to watch, but for me, I can barely hear a goddamn thing because this video was really quiet, probably because I recorded this on my original Android phone that was like really old by this point, so maybe that's why the quality of the sound is not the best. And plus, for some reason, the screen recorder muffles the sound for the video itself, but for you guys it's gonna sound great. So yeah, so I have my tablet here right next to me. I'm gonna be playing the video at the same time as when I play it on my phone here. And I just kind of want to do this reaction video to, it's more so going to be a retrospective video, talking about how far I've come in a year, because this is the 1 year anniversary of when I made this video, and it is god awful, but you have to start somewhere, right? So yeah, let's begin. Hello everyone, and welcome to my first ever live action video. Yeah, so like I didn't edit at all here. Like there's so many pauses, and of course the thing that most people will probably expect from a YouTuber: background music.
How well my channel has been doing so far. Like it obviously hasn't been doing like amazing like PewDiePie or something, but it's been cool to, like, especially that NSFW
like,
Zelda moment
God,
video,
I wish I could have added
almost like 200 views.
then.
Like that's amazing.
And also, this is crazy looking back now that my most popular video was a few videos after this with the Switch collection video that's like at 8,000. My most popular video at the time of this recording was like
clips,
what, 200 views?
I have a lot of them, but also you could expect more of like live action videos. In fact, I'll
also
one
here, let me
as soon as I'm done with this one.
Okay, so I talked about this a bit briefly in the looking back on 2023, I think that video. I talked about how it's weird looking back in this original video because you can see my room is very neat. The door is open. I usually don't have the door open. This is because I think my mom went to go pick up my brother, but you could see the bed is all neat. The TV is off, which the TV is like always on in my videos now. But I've talked about this before a little bit, but basically I was kind of kicked out of my room from downstairs because I just couldn't go to school. I made this channel when I decided I didn't want to go to school anymore. It was rough because it was a breaking point ever since COVID happened and we were on online school. I loved it. I was the only kid that loved it because no interaction with people, other benefits, you know, but I just couldn't deal with it when we came back to in-person learning. And for my junior and senior year, it was like getting so close where I just finally snapped and I couldn't take school anymore. So I stopped going to school for, at this point, like 2 months, and then I promised my mom I would go for sure in 2023 January. I think this was like the same day that I was supposed to go back to school, I think, actually. Maybe around there at least. I promised my mom, and I broke the promise and I got kicked out, and that's why you see things are, you know, neat, because I have it. I just barely came up here. The TV is off, you know, and yeah, it's just weird looking back because it is kind of crazy that all this happened within a year. But I mean, I wouldn't be where I was without it. You know, eventually my mom accepted that, yeah, okay, I think it's best for you to drop out, get a GED, you know. That was important to get it fast, the GED. And I did. Technically, I got a GED before I was even supposed to graduate. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring up that. But let's continue.
Uh, so now to the topic of the video. I wanted to talk about uh, why video games mean so much to me. Now, I had a Wii and a DS for since I was
God, I
like
hate
really young. Like I don't
the
even remember
pauses.
getting
Like, you
them.
still see that in my videos
I played them
nowadays.
every so
But
often.
man, it's
I enjoyed them, but I never really got
I
into
try to
them.
edit out the stuff
Uh,
like more.
well, that was until
Also, it is just weird to
it
see
was until I got my
me not
3DS
have
with
my
Mario Kart
necklace,
7.
any necklace.
That game really
For a
changed
period
my
of time, I
whole
had
like life. Like
I wore the necklace of
it made me realize video games could
a,
mean something. Like
what's it called,
and for context, like my
harmonica.
dad passed away
But like, it's weird to
back
not have anything.
about a year before the 3DS came out.
Also, I also talk about this, and I think it was the 2023 retrospective video, but the camera is like facing up, more so than how it is in like most of my videos now. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. First, I think in one of the videos, I feel like maybe it's even higher, which is god awful. Like, I think you're even able to see the fan. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm misremembering, but even still, even if that didn't happen, this is still higher than I have it usually. So, oh my god.
So I didn't really play anything. I was like too, I couldn't do anything. Like
God,
I lost.
I hate that
a
I
guy when I
stutter,
was
and
like
again, it's so
6.
quiet. It's
It
so
was really
kind of
horrible.
eerie. Like, oh my
even though I
god.
had like a Wii and a actually I didn't have a DS. I had a Game Boy.
God.
I got a Game Boy
God, oh my
Advance from
god. I'm so glad
one
I
of my
got better.
neighbors. So
Also,
that's what I got.
here's another thing. I was very nervous to record this video, even though no one was home at all. Like I said, my mom went to go pick up my brother because he was in school. But I was so goddamn nervous because this was my first time being on camera for a lot of people that I did not know. I technically have been on camera before, but like, it was always awkward because I was in theater class, and during the COVID time, I had to make some videos where I was in person, and like I was doing some kind of performance thing or whatever, and that was always awkward for me. But at the very least, it was only with my class, which I don't like socializing because I'm autistic. But this was like a whole different level, because this was in front of people I did not know, and it was awkward. And I like to think I've gotten better over time making videos, talking to you guys in a more personal level, which I tried to keep that in mind when I made this video. But you can tell I was still kind of like very, very, very awkward.
So I think I still did have some DS games, so that's funny. But yeah, I couldn't really play any games really. But the 3DS really changed everything for me, and Mario Kart 7.
Oh my god.
Like they were just really fun games, and it didn't stop there. I played my 3DS a lot, and eventually I got into mobile gaming, which I know mobile gaming is not great nowadays, but things like Subway Surfers.
This is still true, yeah. Mobile gaming back then was
Angry
peak,
Birds,
by the way.
those games were like really fun, and like for me, as like a 7, 8 year old playing those, like they were like amazing games. And then
I still remember one time
I got a
I
Wii U.
brought my, like, a tablet I had
the
with,
Wii
like,
U, I didn't play
cut
it
the
that
rope
often,
or whatever
but
to school
at
one
the
time for a
beginning,
field
like
trip
around
in 5th grade, and
2015,
I was like the
2016,
most
that's when I
popular
really
kid
started
there
playing it.
because I had a
It really
tablet
was
with, like, cut the
like a
rope.
magical experience, especially because I was bullied a lot. Like Like it was like bullied for like lots of awful stuff, like
Oh yeah.
that you wouldn't believe kids talk about, like
Here it comes.
things about my dad passing away.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't have
rough.
a dad.
You
Like they
know
would
what? The
just say all
Zuko
these mean
saying
stuff. I
that's
didn't
rough,
talk a
buddy,
lot.
from
So video games were
Avatar.
like more of an
Like, why would
escape
kids
for me.
do that? Oh
And
god.
especially as a
Like,
Nintendo fan, because
why?
that's primarily what I played. I don't play any other games. I played a little bit
Also,
of
this has
Xbox one
changed.
time with my
I don't want to say
cousin.
thank
I think
God
it was a
because I
Call of
love
Duty. It was a
Nintendo and
Call
they're
of Duty
kind of
game, but I don't
overhated.
remember which
But
one.
I at least broadened my
Uh,
horizons
so
more
that's
with
the
getting a
only
PS5
experience
and
I've ever
Xbox,
had
which
with any
I
other
couldn't have
console,
done
but it's
without
been
you.
Nintendo ever since, like the the 3DS, uh, and it was like even back then and even now,
I
it
just
just
hate the stutters. Like, I
like
know I stutter a
Nintendo
whole
not
bunch,
respected that
probably
much for
even
like
more
kids. Like they just see it as
recent
very
videos, but
childish, and
still, I
they all love the
God, I
Xbox or
still try to edit out
PlayStations,
of
and I mean
said
I want
edit
those
it out.
too, but like I love Nintendo, so I couldn't really talk about that stuff. So video games were just my way to escape to a fantasy
And this is
world
still
or
true.
crazy platforming
Similar
thing or
with some
whatever.
cartoons or some movies, franchises like
Yes,
Star
and then
Wars.
so talking about going back to my
And I do want to
life,
make a video that covers like
starting with games,
autism and
like where I played the
imagination. I
Wii
do
U,
have a video idea
2015, 2016, and then I heard about the
written down, and
Switch,
I do want to
and
cover
I
that at some
really
point in the
did
near
want that.
future.
Like I waited like a whole. I got in December of 2017, so I waited like almost a full year to get it, and I kept like wishing like my mom for it, and I kept like
I do
trying
like
to
how
find like a giveaway
I
or
was able
something.
to
I just
retool
really
this
wanted
video
it so
kind of sort
badly,
of
like
with like
I
my
couldn't imagine.
looking back
Uh,
on various
but
Nintendo
eventually I got
consoles,
the Switch, and it's
like
been
those set of
I've been
videos, like
playing
where I was
games
looking
like
back on my
constantly ever
time with the
since.
3DS, Wii U,
I
Switch.
did start
Like
off
I
with a
mentioned some
small
of those
game
points
collection, like
here in this
Mario
video, but I
Odyssey,
really
Mario
expanded
Kart, and
upon
then I got
them in
Splatoon
those videos,
2
and now
later, and then it just grew and grew and
compilation
grew,
video
and now
that
I have
I
like a
did of
ton of
editing
games,
all those 3 videos together. So I'm
and
happy I
it's just
did that.
because I love
But this was a
games. Like
good
I love
taste of
that
what was to come.
I'm able to escape from like to be honest, a harsh world. Like it's not a perfect world, and
Yeah, it's
video games allow
very
me
not
to,
perfect. It
you know,
is.
for example, one
In
of my
fact,
favorite game
like I
series,
kind of hate this
Xenoblade, it
world. I
allows
used
me
to
to be
think
like the
like,
hero,
oh, I
like
want to
be
be
to
go
see
far
myself
away
as the
from this
character,
planet. Like
to see that they have
I was
this,
into
these great
aliens,
friends,
so you
like
know stuff like that.
like Rex, the character from Xenoblade 2, like to see how he makes great friends. It kind of makes me wish I had that, and like it makes me those games make me live through those
And that this is still true
experiences,
to this
and
day.
I will
Like,
always
you know, the
cherish them.
found family trope, I love that in
Those games
games,
mean
in
so much to
movies,
me,
TV
and they mean
shows,
so much to
and
other
I love
people.
that.
There's people that have
I
it
kind of
worse
relate
off
to
than
it
me.
because
There
I
are
don't
people
really
that are
have it.
like
I have
really
family,
poor.
of
I'm glad
course,
I'm not
and I
like
love
my family's
them,
not
but
super rich, like and they're
but
not
you
super
know,
poor. We're kind of
I kind of wish I
average.
had
But I'm
friends,
happy with the
really,
games I have, and I'm happy
at
with
least in person.
everything we have. And there's
I
still some
used
people
to
that are
a
way
few
worse
amount,
than me.
but
Like they barely get any luxuries. They barely get games, and if they do, like it's like one or two, or if they're lucky, or it's an older game console or something, and like even still that allows them to escape like
yeah, and this is
like
still
what they're
true. I
dealing
mean, we're
with,
not the
like
richest people in the world.
poverty or
You've seen how much
bullying
I've
or
joked about it,
whatever,
and
like similar to what I faced.
I had to sacrifice my
Yeah, that's why
whole
video games mean
Switch
so much
physical
to me.
game collection to even afford these luxury
That's really it for this
things like
video.
the PS5
I
and
have
Xbox.
more plans to do live action stuff, including like what I said earlier, a video.
And then here's
As soon as
the
this is done, about
stuff that pops out like really
we'll
early
figure it
on,
out.
like
It's
20,
part of the reason why I started this
5
channel.
seconds
So,
early. Jeez.
hope you enjoy the videos.
And I now try to have it
like
like
and
10
subscribe
seconds or 5
whatever
seconds.
YouTubers say.
And
I'll see you
yeah,
next time.
that's when I God, I have ads here. I don't make any money off of these ads because not yet, at least. Hoping I can do it at some point. But yeah, this video, okay, rewatching it, I've seen bits and pieces of it, especially when I was testing out again the camera thing. I was like watching the beginning over and over again, at least bits and pieces of it. But looking back on it fully, it is not as bad as I was thinking it was. I feel like this is better than some other people's first videos, but that's not saying much because this video is still not good. Yeah, so, but yeah, that was funny how that was when to be honest, guys, I still hate the like, subscribe thing. I really hate that, but you don't believe this, but it actually does work. Saying like and subscribe at the end or beginning of videos, whatever, actually does remind people, oh, if they're watching my stuff, I do actually like them, or I do want to subscribe to them, I want to see more of them. This actually does work. But man, do I still hate saying it. I'm more able to say it more easily because I've been doing this for a year now. And I added the twist of play some Xenoblade, which I got from Paragon of Torna, a Xenoblade YouTuber. But also just to add my own personal... I mean, I kind of copied it from him, but like share my own personal feelings on a particular game franchise, so it's not all just clear-cut, typical YouTube speak of like, like, subscribe, smash that like button. I try to add my own flavor to it, even though, again, I kind of copied it from another YouTuber, but, you know, it is my own opinion that I want you guys to play some Xenoblade. I love Xenoblade so much, and, yeah, I still hate saying the like and subscribe thing, but, you know, I'm more used to it, so, yeah. Anyways, I guess we could look at some of the comments here. I was gonna turn my phone around, but, it's better to have it like this. We had 3 comments here, but, I deleted 1 comment because they were calling me. They said I had no life, and I, for some reason, liked it. This was, for like a long time, honestly, for like many months, like I was liking and hearting every single comment, even the negative ones. Now I realize, you know what, just delete those negative ones, who cares? And so yeah, this is actually Damian Grace, who is a Patreon member. He commented on my first video, and I'm really thankful for that. You know, a good video, man, keep it up. And then I got this one from Alex Darnell. I don't think I've seen him recently. Maybe in like one other video and like a comment, but I don't think I've seen him recently. But love your story, bro. God bless you. Would love to add you as a friend on Switch. And then I say you can. Friend code is on my channel about section. Once you send me it, I will accept you. Why does it say 2 replies? Maybe he deleted something. Also, in the last video, in the DGR reaction, I did not look at the comments because I completely forgot. I wanted to look at the comments, but I forgot that it had this button here. And then when I looked back in the video, I was like, oh, it does have a button where I could just look at the comments like this and not have to turn my phone around. So yeah, but I think this was a fun video, kind of fun to look back on where my channel really started, you know, if you don't count those game clips, which I don't really do because I was kind of testing the water, seeing if I actually wanted to do something with YouTube and not just post random stuff on here. This video was the first time I really wanted to do something meaningful with the channel, kind of with my life too, but you know what I mean. Like, I wasn't just gonna do this for fun. I was gonna do this for fun, but also being a bit more serious about it, you know. And this was better than I was expecting for my first video, but it's still not that great. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be it from me. Happy 1-year anniversary of the channel, guys. It really does mean the world that you've been supporting me for however long you've been subscribed or watching my stuff. You know, even if you just came in like yesterday, or you came in a year ago by now, I'm really thankful, and it means the world to me that you guys are watching my stuff, and I hope you continue to support me for many videos to come. But yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you, Damian Grace, for becoming a Patreon member. Like, subscribe, play some Xenoblade, and I'll catch you guys next time for more. Peace.